So guys, who are all joining late, I will send the notes today. So if you didn't copy, no problem. But please join the class on time. Okay,
Sure,
clear
sure.
Sir,
up?
I actually rejoined the class now.
Sorry. Yes,
So my
Pranav.
connection got cut, so I had to rejoin.
Oh, okay, okay, fine. So I will send the notes at the end of the class today
Okay,
for
sure.
all the 3 days. So we directly come to the topic. So today the topic is Xpath. Okay. So yesterday we have seen 3 locators. What are the locators we have seen? Locators la பார்த்தோம்.
Name, ID.
Okay. We have name.
ID, class, name.
Okay. Now tell me which is the first preference.
ID, sir.
ID.
ID, name, class name.
Name.
Class name. Okay. Now we are going to see another locator called Xpath. Okay. So it is an important locator. Okay. We are going to see one locator called Xpath. So whenever we are choosing one locator, okay, Xpath is used to validate the locators. Okay. Xpath is used to validate locators. So for example, நேத்து நம்ம பார்த்தோம்ல in the DOM, if you have ID, name or class, we can take that. Let's assume if we don't have ID, name or class, what will happen? We need to take some other locators, right? If the ID, name, class is not present, means we need to take what? We need to take some other locator. கரெக்டா இல்லையா? இப்போ நம்ம ஐடி இருந்தா ஐடி எடுத்துப்போம், நேம் இருந்தா நேம் எடுத்துப்போம், கிளாஸ் இருந்தா கிளாஸ் எடுத்துப்போம். கரெக்டா? So let's assume இந்த மூணுமே இல்ல. We don't have ID, name and class. So that's why we are going to use Xpath. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Clear, right? Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So why we are going to use Xpath for the first point is, for example, if you don't have ID, name or class in the DOM, we need to use another locator that's called Xpath. Okay? And using the Xpath, we can do the validation. Okay, we can do the what? Validation of locator. So validation of locator and all we will see in this class. Okay. Okay. So here we have 2 kinds of Xpath. One is absolute Xpath, another one is relative Xpath. So if you start Xpath with a single slash, that will be comes under absolute Xpath. If you start with the double slash, that will be comes under relative Xpath. So difference between absolute Xpath and relative Xpath is absolute only, it will take only from the tag level. Okay, it will not take from entire DOM structure. It will take only from the tag level. But relative Xpath, it will take the locator from the root level. Now I'll tell what is root level. Okay, see here. We have this is DOM structure, right? Am I right or wrong? This is DOM.
Yes, sir. DOM structure.
See here, we have the button. We have one arrow mark. Just close the arrow mark. So the button is present in the tag called div. If you close the div, the button is closed. If you open the div, under the div we have button. See here. Am I right or wrong? Correct
Yes.
idea?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you are taking absolute Xpath, it will take locator only from the tag level. It will take only from the tag level button only. Okay. If you use relative Xpath, it will take from the root level. Like it will take also div. Clear? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, clear, right? Anybody having any doubt?
Nothing.
Guys, having any doubt?
Sir, once again explain பண்ணுங்க sir.
One second repeat பண்றீங்களா?
Yeah, sure. So நம்ம absolute Xpath and relative Xpath சொல்லிட்டு 2 Xpath இருக்கு. ஓகேங்களா? So whenever we are using single slash for the absolute Xpath. If you are using relative Xpath, we will use double slash. Okay? அது வந்து நம்ம Xpath எடுக்கும்போது பார்க்கலாம். Single slash, double slash எங்க யூஸ் ஆகுது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So absolute Xpath, it locate element from tag level. Okay, but relative XPath, it locates element from root level. So see here, this is what called as tag. What is the tag for the button? I'm sorry, what is the tag for login?
Button.
Button, sir.
Button, right? So
Yeah.
see, this is what called as tag. So absolute XPath can locate only from the tag level. Tag level is locate பண்ணும். Absolute XPath locate only from tag level, but relative XPath will also from root level. So tag button இருக்கா, button ஓட parent எது? Div. Div தான் button ஓட parent, correct?
Yes, sir.
Here under div only we have button. So see here, if I scroll up, we have another div. If I close this, the entire code will close. We have one div. Under one div, we have one more div. So under the div only we have button. So if you want to parent of the different one இருக்கு. அந்த div மேல இன்னொரு div இருக்கு. The root level is the expert. You can say.
Hello, Riyadh. Can you switch off your mic? Thank you. So continue, sir.
Okay. Fine. So now you understand, right? What is relative XPath? We can access the locator from root level, and the root level we can access the locator. புரிஞ்சுதா? So relative XPath use XPath access is sort of concept இருக்கு. So that will be seen in the future classes. So while you are seeing the XPath access, you will understand what is root level. Okay? So XPath access னு ஒரு கான்செப்ட் இருக்கு. அதை நீங்க பார்க்கும்போது உங்களுக்கு root levelனா என்னன்னு சொல்லிட்டு உங்களுக்கு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ஆகும். So as of now, please understand absolute XPath with single slash, relative XPath means we will use double slash, and absolute locate the element from tag level, relative locate the element from where?
Root level.
Root level. Clear? இது வரைக்கும் clear உங்களுக்கு?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Other people's எல்லாருக்குமே clear? Okay. So see here. Whenever we don't have ID, name or class name, we can have another locator called XPath. We can use it. Okay. So some example like if we have duplicate ID, duplicate name or duplicate class or any attribute, we can use XPath. So that are all we will see later. Okay. So as of now, ID, name and class name we have. If it is not there means we will use XPath. So using XPath, we can validate the locators. This is the most important point. Using the XPath, we can do what? We can validate the locators. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how we can create XPath locator. Okay. So now we have input data test ID is equal to royal email. So we have, right? We have one attribute like that for email. See here, we have data test ID, royal email. We have, right? What is the tag name here?
Input, sir.
What is the tag name here?
Input.
Input. புரியுதா எல்லாருக்குமே?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. If you are getting confused, please stop there. I will explain once again. Okay. So we have the tag name called input. Input. What is the test ID? Test ID is attribute name. And what is the value for this test ID?
Royal email.
Royal email.
Royal email. Okay. So come here. Here we have tag name attribute name is equal to attribute value. Here the tag name is input. Attribute name is data test ID and the value is royal email. So we have one syntax to create the XPath. Okay. So as of now, we can use the double slash, which means relative XPath. So absolute XPath and all we will see later. Now we are going to create relative XPath. So this is the syntax for relative XPath. Okay, this is syntax for relative XPath. Okay. So now tell me, What is the tag name here?
Input.
Input. So we have given input. So we are taking one attribute name. So the syntax for the XPath is / tag name within the square bracket. We are putting at the rate of attribute name equals attribute value in the single quote. Clear? This is the default syntax for XPath. Okay, XPath create பண்ணனும்னா இதுதான் default syntax or formula we can say. Okay, புரிஞ்சுதா?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so previously we have id name and class name. நம்ம என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? இப்போ நம்ம id வச்சு லொகேட் பண்ணா id ஓட attribute name and value தான் எடுக்கணும், கரெக்ட்டா? If you are locating using name means we can use only name and the value of the name. Class வச்சு லொகேட் பண்ணனும்னா class name and the value of the class name, correct? But whenever we are trying to create XPath, we can take any attribute and any attribute value. Okay, we can take any attribute and any attribute value. Okay, so now
Yes, sir.
okay, now tell me, we have tag name called input. Tag name called input. Okay, tag name called input. So I'm going to create one XPath.
So
I'm going to create one XPath. Okay, for the email. Okay, I'm going to create one XPath. So whenever you are going to try to create a XPath, you need to first click on Ctrl+F. So if you click on Ctrl+F, you can see one text box will open, that find by string selector or XPath. So the text box will open. What you need to give? You need to click on Ctrl+F. So what we will use for Ctrl+F? Ctrl+F use பண்ண நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம்?
To find the
to write an XPath.
Yeah, here we are going to write XPath, but basically Ctrl+F is used for what?
Finding the
Find and replace. Find and replace. எதுக்கு நம்ம வந்து Ctrl+F யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம்?
To find a word.
To find anything in the document, to find any keyword like that. To find and replace only we are going to use Ctrl+F, right? So like that, here I'm going to find the locator using XPath. So I'm giving Ctrl+F and the text box will be open here. The text box will be open like find by string selector or XPath. நான் இங்க வந்து ஒரு XPath வந்து create பண்ண போறேன். The XPath is locator. So I'm going to create one locator. Okay. So to find the locator, I'm clicking on Ctrl+F. Yeah. Okay. Ctrl+F. Clear? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So I have clicked on Ctrl+F. Now tell me what is the syntax for creating XPath?
/ tag name. / tag name
Tag name
under square brackets attribute name equal to attribute value @ attribute name equal to attribute value.
Guys, please everyone answer. I think only Deepak is answering.
Attribute name.
Yes. So guys,
attribute.
yeah, I'm expecting answer from all you guys.
Okay, sir.
அப்புறம் நான் என்ன நினைச்சுப்பேன்னா, லைக் உங்களுக்கு அது புரியவே இல்லைன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நான் நினைச்சுப்பேன். ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சுதுன்னா நீங்க கண்டிப்பா அதுக்கு ஆன்சர் பண்ணலாம். ஈவன் த ஆன்சர் இஸ் ராங், நோ ப்ராப்ளம். நம்ம மறுபடியும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இருந்து கூட பார்க்கலாம், ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. பட் ஐ நீட் யுவர் ஆன்சர்ஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ ஹவு வி கேன் கிரியேட் / tag name at attribute attribute name equal
attribute value single quote.
That will be in a single quotation.
Single quote.
Attribute value. So here we have the tag name called input. Okay, so we have the tag name called input. Now navigate me to create the XPath. / what is the tag name?
Input, sir.
Input. Okay, now I'm putting square bracket. Okay, I need to create the XPath with data test ID. Tell me how you can create it. இப்போ எனக்கு வந்து டேட்டா டெஸ்ட் ஐடி இருக்குல்ல, இதை வச்சு எக்ஸ்பாத் கிரியேட் பண்ணுங்க. டேட்டா டெஸ்ட் ஐடின்றது ஒரு அட்ரிபியூட் நேம் தானே, கரெக்டா? गाइस ஆன்சர் பண்ணும்போது மியூட் பண்ணுங்க, அன்மியூட் பண்ணிட்டு ஆன்சர் பண்ணுங்க. அப்படியே மியூட்ல இருங்க.
Yes, sir.
So while you are answering, unmute and answer, and after that you can mute yourself. Okay. So I'm going to create XPath using data test ID. Data test ID is what? Data test ID is attribute
Name.
Attribute
data
name.
test ID is attribute name. So now tell me how I can declare the XPath here.
At the rate of data test ID
Data test ID.
Okay, data test ID
equal to
Royal
on
sir at the rate of data dash test ID.
at the rate of, you can copy that. Okay, copy that.
Yes, sir.
At the rate of, I'm just passing data test ID. Then
Data test ID
Equal to
equal to
royal email.
royal email, sir.
Royal underscore in
within the
Single quote.
single quote.
In the single quote, royal email.
Royal email.
Sir, in tag names, in attribute values, single name and double quote, single quote, double quote matters.
Yes, we should always
Okay.
declare within the single quote only.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now we have created one XPath. Okay. I have tell you one point called we can validate the locators, right? Now I'm going to show how we can validate the locators. Just copy the XPath and paste it here. Control plus F. Just paste it here. See, whenever you are validating the XPath, locators, you should validate first thing is 1 of 1, which means with this locator we have only one element. In the locator namukku ethana element irukku? Only one element, which means 1 of 1. Okay, if it is showing 1 of 2, 1 of 3 means it is an invalid XPath. If it is showing 1 of 1, 1 of 2 or 1 of 3 means it is invalid XPath. Okay, or else it is showing 0 of 0 means that's also invalid XPath. புரிஞ்சுதா? 1 of 1 தவிர வேற என்ன ஷோ பண்ணாலும் that is what called as invalid
XPath.
invalid XPath. Okay, so now we have 1 of 1, which means we have valid
XPath.
XPath.
1 of 1 வந்து என்ன XPath நம்ம வச்சிருக்கோம்? valid XPath. Yeah, first thing we need to validate is 1 of 1. Okay, after that you can see the yellow color highlighted text, right? So if you have created the correct locator, using XPath, it will highlight in yellow color. Just move the cursor to the yellow color and you can see the element which is belongs to the locator. So நீங்க XPath create பண்ணீங்கன்னா இங்க வந்து என்ன ஆகும்? It will highlight in a yellow color. Okay, yellow color highlight ஆகும். நீங்க cursor அங்க move பண்ணீங்கன்னா it will show you which element is belongs to the XPath. Clear? How we can validate?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? No, actually this is the default syntax for XPath. Okay, this is the default syntax. It will not change, it will not get changed. Okay, it is mandatory. No, it is not string. Yeah, yes, actually this is not even a string or char or any data type. This is what called as attribute value. Okay, so that are all comes under Java. You are asking it is a string. It seems like a string. Why we can't declare in a double quotes? That you are asking, right? It is string மாதிரி தானே இருக்கு.
No, sir. சொல்றாரு சிங்கிள்
அதுக்கு வந்து ஒரு நேம் இருக்கும். இப்போ டபுள் கோட்ஸ் போட்டு நம்ம ஸ்ட்ரிங்னு சொல்லி நம்ம அதை வந்து மென்ஷன் பண்றோம். சிங்கிள் கோட்டை நம்ம எப்படி வந்து ஜஸ்ட் நம்ம தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்காக வச்சிருக்கோம்.
Yeah, single quoteல டிக்ளேர் பண்ணீங்க ஜாவால பாத்தீங்கன்னா we have one concept called car. ஜாவால வந்து கார்னு ஒரு கான்செப்ட் இருக்கு. நீங்க சிங்கிள் கோட்ல டிக்ளேர் பண்ணீங்கன்னா ஒரே ஒரு கேரக்டர் மட்டும் தான் டிக்ளேர் பண்ண முடியும். ஓகேங்களா? சோ இங்க வந்து அந்த மாதிரி எந்த விதமான டேட்டா டைப் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ண போறது இல்ல. ஓகே, இட் இஸ் a default syntax. Okay, default syntax /tag name within the square bracket at data test id is equal to royal email, which means it's a default syntax for the Xpath. See here, I'm using we have one more called placeholder. We have one more attribute name, right? What is attribute name? Placeholder is attribute name, right? Guys, purida?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, if the meeting is ended means please join again with the same link. So what is the attribute value for the placeholder?
Email address and phone number.
Email address and phone number. I'm just copying that and I'm gonna paste it here. Okay, see, still we having one of one and highlighting the same element. Clear? Any
Yes,
doubt?
sir. No, sir.
Any doubt? So I'm going to type. So we also have one more thing here. After the tag name input, we have one attribute called type. Type or attribute ruga? Type. Okay. What is
Yes,
the value for the type?
Text.
Text.
What is the value for the type?
Text.
Okay. I'm just passing text. See? One of one. Okay. One of one. Clear? We can use any attribute. Okay. We can use any attribute, but we should validate whenever we are creating Xpath, it should be in one of one. It should be in one of one. And it should be highlighted as a yellow color. If you move the mouse to the mouse pointer to the yellow color highlighted area, you can see the element belongs to the Xpath. So far, any doubt? Any doubt, Ruga?
No, sir.
In online, any doubt, Ruga? Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm going to see one concept here. So yesterday someone is asked me, Twitter க்கு வந்து உங்களோட டைட்டில் எடுக்க முடியும்னு சொன்னீங்கல. I think we can take title for Twitter. See here, I just launched the Twitter website here and I created driver.getTitle and driver.current URL. And I'm pausing. I'm running the program here. See, the Twitter is launched and see the title is printed. So நீங்க வந்து கோட்ல ஏதோ தப்பு பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. So please try to correct that. Okay, so I will share the notes. Try to correct that. If you still facing the issue, please ping me with the screenshot again. Okay, we can take title for the Twitter. Okay guys, let's jump to the program we are seeing. So okay, so previously we have ID, name and class name. Okay, so we can't validate the locator. நம்மளால இந்த locator validate பண்ண முடியல கரெக்ட்டா? We just take நம்ம அதை வந்து எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம், but we didn't validate the ID, name and the class name. Correct? We didn't validate anything while we are taking Xpath. I'm sorry, while we are taking ID, name and class name. Clear? நம்ம நேத்து ஏதாச்சும் validation பண்ணோமா ID, name, class name எடுக்கும்போது?
No, sir.
No, right? We didn't do any validation, right? So let's
No, sir.
yeah, I'm just passing the Facebook URL here. Okay, I just pasted the Facebook login here. See here, we have one locator called id. id is the email. id attribute or value another email. Now I'm just declaring it as mail. Okay, I'm just declaring it as mail. இது வந்து இப்போ invalid தானே, கரெக்டா இல்லையா? It is
Yes, sir.
invalid locator. Now I'm trying to execute the program. See here. It is open the browser and navigate the URL, but it didn't pass the value in the text box. Correct? ஏதாச்சும் value pass பண்ணிச்சா? ஏதாச்சும்
No,
value
sir.
pass? No, right?
இல்ல.
Because this particular locator is invalid. Okay, so
Yes.
if one locator is invalid means it will not execute the remaining line also. இப்போ இந்த லொகேட்டர் தப்பா இருந்துச்சுன்னா ஈவன் இந்த லொகேட்டர் கரெக்டா இருந்தாலும் அதை எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணாது. நம்ம வந்து பாஸ்வேர்ட்ல பாஸ்ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம கொடுத்துருக்கோம், அது நம்ம வந்து சென்ட் கீஸ் கொடுத்து பாஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம்ல வேல்யூ, we have passed value, right? இருந்தாலும் இது எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆகல கரெக்டா. Why? Because if you have any invalid locators in your program, the remaining codes will not be executed. Okay, and we will have one exception. See here, we will have one exception. What is the exception? Anyone?
No such element exception.
No such
Element
element,
exception.
which means the console is saying there is no element like mail. There is no element like mail. So whenever you didn't validate guys, shall we continue? Everyone is
Yes,
there,
sir.
right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So whenever we are passing invalid locator means it will throw us no such element exception. What the program will do means it will try to locate the element which is given here. The mail என்ற locator use பண்ணி அந்த element search பண்ணும். If it is no element with the word mail means it will throw an exception called no such element exception. So whenever you are not validating your locators, you will get this exception frequently. Okay, any doubt? Yes. Guys, please be in mute if you are not answering anything. Please be in mute. So if you are going to answer, please unmute and answer, and after that you can mute yourself. Okay? So மத்தவங்களே disturb பண்ணதில்ல. All right. So whenever we are passing an invalid locator, what we will get? What we will get?
Exception.
No such element.
No such element exception, sir.
Yeah, no such element exception. So whenever we are passing invalid locator, what we will do? We will have no such, sorry, we have no such element exception. Guys, in யாராச்சும் new join பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா? Anybody join new today? Anybody joined new today? யாராச்சும் new join பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா? Okay. So whenever we are passing an invalid locator, what will happen? It will throw what exception?
No such element exception will be thrown.
No such element exception, which means there is no element under that locator. Okay, when we are passing an invalid locator, it will show us no such element exception. So if we are not validating the locators, if you are not validating the locator means we will get this exception frequently. இப்போ நம்ம அந்த லொகேட்டர்ஸ் வந்து ஐடி கிளாஸ் நேம்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம வேலிடேட் பண்றது இல்ல கரெக்டா, ஜஸ்ட் we are copying and paste, நம்ம காப்பி பண்ணி பேஸ்ட் பண்றோம் கரெக்டா. அப்படின்றப்போ we are not validating the locators. So if we are not validating the locators, we will frequently get this exception. So to overcome this only we are going to take Xpath. Okay, why? Because whenever we are taking Xpath we have the validation of the locator. Okay, புரியுதா உங்களுக்கு? நம்ம ஏன் வந்து எடுக்கிறோம்னா no such element exception எப்படி வரும் அப்படி பாத்தீங்கன்னா whenever you are not validating the locators we can get the no such element exception. நம்ம first name id class name எடுக்கும்போது என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? Just we copy the attribute name and value and we paste it there. We copy the value and paste it there, but we never validate it's a valid locator or not. நம்ம validate பண்ணல கரெக்ட்டா, ஆனா Xpath யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது நம்ம validate பண்ணுவோம். So we can avoid no such element exception if we are using Xpath. So இனிமே நம்ம வந்து id name class name யூஸ் பண்ண கூடாது. What we need to use Xpath only. Clear? So
yes,
id name class name வந்து it's a first preference, ஆனா நம்ம அதை யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது நமக்கு exception வரதுக்கு நிறைய chances இருக்கு. So we should always use what? We should
Xpath.
always use Xpath. So we can also create Xpath using id. See double slash. What we need to give after double slash? Sorry.
Tag name. Double slash tag name.
So tag name is input. Okay.
Square bracket at the rate.
Square bracket,
Square
At the
bracket.
rate.
attribute name,
At the rate attribute name.
I need to create Xpath using id. Now tell me at the rate
ID equal to
attribute value.
what is the
Email.
value of id?
Email.
email, sir.
See, we can also create Xpath using id, class name and name. Okay, but when you create Xpath we have the validation here. Okay, we have what? We have validation here. It's showing 1 of 1 first validation. Second validation is it should be highlighted in yellow color, and when you move the cursor to the yellow color you can see the element for the Xpath. Clear? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, right? So see here, we can take any attribute name and value. Okay, any attribute name and value. So now I'm declaring only mail. Okay, see here we having 0 of 0 because mail is not a correct attribute value for id. id la namakku mail irukka?
No.
So that's why it's showing 0 of 0. So we always use correct attribute name, tag name and attribute value, then only Xpath will validate. Okay, if it is highlighted it is a valid locator. So I'm just copying this locator. Okay, just copying this locator and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so previously we have using id, so we are declaring pi.id. Now we are going to use what? Now we are going to use Xpath. So for that we are having Xpath. See, we having one method called Xpath. Okay, so inside that within the double quotes you need to declare the Xpath. So நீங்க கேட்டிங்கல double quotes ல தான நம்ம வந்து locators declare பண்ணுவோம். So attribute value So when you are declaring the attribute value only, you are going to declare in a single quote. If you declare the whole XPath, it will be declared under double quote. புரிஞ்சுதா அந்த டவுட்? Clear ஆயிருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு? Okay. Okay. So for the attribute value only, we are going to declare in a single quote. If you are going to use the locator means, we are going to declare in a double quotes. So program la nama locators use panna edhula da declare pananum, double quotes la declare pananum. Okay. So now tell me which code we are using for declaring the attribute value in the XPath. XPath la attribute value mattum na declare பண்றதுக்கு என்ன code use பண்ணனும்?
Single quote.
Single quote. Now tell me which code I need to use when I declare whole XPath in the program.
Use double quote because it's
Clear,
a string.
right?
Yeah.
Everybody clear, right? யாருக்காச்சும் doubt இருக்கா? Anybody is there who is having doubt or confusion?
No, sir.
No, right?
No, sir.
Okay. So we have given XPath for email. Okay. So we will declare the same value. And now I'm going to take XPath for password. Now tell me how we can take XPath for password. I need to take XPath using name. Now tell me.
Double slash password.
Double slash
Double slash
input
Okay.
at the rate of name.
At the rate of name. Okay. We already have email here, so it is highlighted. Okay. See here. Clear, right? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry. No. For password we have to put name.
Say you
Yeah.
said password.
What is the value of name?
Pass, sir.
Pass. So we have XPath and we have one of one highlighting in yellow color and it's showing the element here. It is highlighting the element in the page. Now I'm taking the XPath. Just Control plus Alt and Control plus C to copy the XPath. Go to the program. So now tell me to declare the XPath, what I need to do? By dot
XPath.
by
Expand.
dot
XPath.
XPath.
Double.
Okay.
Within double quotes.
Double quotes.
Input.
I already copied that. So I'm just pasting here. நான் காப்பி பண்ணிட்டேன். So அது டைரக்டா பேஸ்ட் பண்றேன். So நீங்க காப்பி பண்ணல அப்படினா நீங்க டைப் பண்ணணும் ஒண்ணும் பிரச்சனை இல்ல. But when you are manually typing means you will face some error, right? Manually type பண்ணும்போது we will face some error. Correcta?
Yes, sir.
So you can copy the XPath and we can paste it here. So now I'm going to create XPath for login button. Now tell me the XPath.
Double slash button.
Double slash
Button.
Button.
button. Okay. Now tell me any other than name, class name and ID. Give any other.
Within
Sorry?
within square bracket.
Square bracket. Don't use class name ID. Go with any other
Other-
attribute.
At the rate of
At the rate of
Name equal to.
no, I don't want to use name, class or ID. Just try with
At the rate of type.
Data text ID.
Sorry,
Sir, type
at
equal
the rate of type.
type.
equal to
Equal to
single quote submit.
within single quote submit.
So now tell me how we can validate XPath.
It is one of one, sir, and it is yellow marked.
One of one.
It is one of one is showing
Yellow
under
highlighted.
it is highlighted as yellow
Okay.
mark.
Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Everyone clear, right? எல்லாருக்குமே புரிஞ்சுதா? ஆன்சர் பண்றவங்களுக்கு மட்டும் தான் புரியுதா இல்ல எல்லாருக்குமே புரிஞ்சிருக்கா? Guys, please answer me. எல்லாருக்குமே புரியுதா? ஆன்சர் பண்றவங்களுக்கு மட்டும் தான் புரியுதா?
Understanding, sir.
Everyone understand, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ashok, Induja, Kamal Hassan, Nandakumar, Niveta, Pranav. Everyone is understanding, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I will copy the Copy the XPath. We have the method for the XPath. What method? By dot?
By.xpath.
By dot XPath. By dot XPath. Double
Within
quotes.
double quotes,
Yeah, double quotes.
you have
Is
to
the XPath.
paste the one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me to run the program. See here. So, whenever you need to validate the locator, which locator we should use?
XPath.
Xpath.
Okay, so hereafter, whenever you are typing or whenever you are creating program, you should always use
XPath.
XPath only. Clear, right? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Also.
Okay, copy the notes.
Sir, yesterday ஒரு method சொன்னீங்க sir. அதுக்கு என்ன சார் different?
Sorry, yesterday?
Method சொன்னீங்களே sir. அதுக்கு என்ன?
Actually, my voice clear.
Yesterday ஒரு method
Yesterday, but we have changed the XPath name only.
Sorry, clear. Yesterday?
Sir, this is the same program. We have just changed the XPath name.
Yes, you can change the XPath only. Same program. I'm just implementing the XPath.
சார் yesterday ஒரு method சொன்னீங்களே சார் அதுக்கும் இதுக்கும் என்ன சார் டிஃபரெண்ட் கேட்டேன் சார்.
So, using ID, name and class name. ID, name, class name பண்ணும்போது நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? இதுல இருந்து just copy பண்ணி paste பண்ணிட்டோம் கரெக்ட்டா? நம்ம இந்த மாதிரி வந்து டிக்ளேர் பண்ணி yellowல ஹைலைட் பண்ணி நம்ம இது மாதிரி செக் பண்ணோமா? No, right?
இல்ல இல்ல.
No. So, whenever you are having XPath, நம்ம validate பண்ணலாம். இந்த லொகேட்டர் இருக்கா இல்லையான்னு சொல்லிட்டு ப்ரோக்ராம்ல போறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நம்ம வந்து வேலிட் பண்ணலாம். பட் வந்து ஐடி நேம் எப்படின்னா நம்ம போட்டு எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணாதான் தெரியும் அது வேலிடா இல்லையான்னு. கிளியரா? சோ அதனால தான் நம்ம வந்து XPath எடுக்கிறோம். கிளியர்?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So guys, copy and we can see one more concept in XPath.
Complete, sir.
Sorry. So someone asked me doubt for Twitter. Now you are clear, right? We can get the title of the Twitter. Try again. If you're still facing any issue, again you ping me with the screenshot, okay?
Yes, sir.
And we can discuss. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Everyone copied?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone copied, right?
Yes, sir. Copied.
Okay. Is there anyone who is not copying? Like still copying the notes, the program? Anybody is there who is still copying?
No, sir.
Okay. So now we will see one more concept. See here, I have one website called adaptinportalapp.com. Okay. So now tell me how we can open the DOM structure.
By clicking F12.
Okay.
And then press inspect element.
Sorry.
Inspect RF12.
Right click.
Right click, inspect.
Click on inspect.
Okay. Now we can see. Now we can see the DOM structure. Okay. So let
Yes.
me create XPath. So for creating XPath, we need to click Control plus
F.
Okay.
So we have to click the toggle first.
Sorry.
You have to click the toggle arrow marks. Right?
Yes, but we already directly clicked here and inspect, right? So that's
Yes,
why we
sir.
get the username here. See here. I directly click here. Okay. Now I'm going to
Square
create
bracket at the rate
type. We will take type.
within single
equal to
quote.
text. Text.
See here. We have only one Xpath. So in each and every website, we can apply this concept. Okay, ma'am? Each and every website, we can apply.
This concept.
This concept.
Yeah. Okay. Now we are going to take one more Xpath. So now tell me class. Okay. In class, we have one value. What is the value?
Login
Login underscore input.
Login
underscore input.
Underscore input.
underscore input.
Input.
So now how we can validate the locators?
Now it's showing one of two.
One of two is invalid. We have to
It is invalid.
the value.
Invalid, which means this XPath locate two elements. So you need to check what are the elements the XPath will locate. Just here, press enter. Okay, you can see 2 of 2 password, 1 of 2 username. You can see, right? Under
Yes,
the
sir.
same XPath, we have
Password and username.
username. We have 2 elements. Under the same XPath, we have
We have two elements.
2 element. Okay, so whenever you are seeing 2 of 2 means that is invalid XPath, right? So now we are going to change the XPath as a valid one. So we have one concept. Okay, so now tell me, whenever you have this variable, okay, 1 plus 4, just 1 minute, 1 plus 4, outside the bracket we have -1. Now tell me how it will be executed. Within the bracket, we will first, we will first execute like
Within
1
the
plus 4 is equal to 5.
Automas.
And
Bracket first.
Within the bracket only, we will execute first. 5 minus 1.
One.
Now the value will be
4.
4. So like that, we have one concept here called index. Okay, we have one concept here called index. Just add round bracket at the beginning and the end of the XPath. We need to add a round bracket beginning and the end of the XPath. Now we are showing 1 of 2. Click enter. Still showing 2 XPath. Okay. So 1 of 2 is, the first element is username. The second element is
Password.
Password.
Now tell me, first element is
Password.
password. So if I need to take the first element, just add another square bracket. Within the square bracket, declare 1. Okay. Now see, we have a path by index. Taking XPath by
Index.
index. XPath by
Index.
multiple
Index.
element is locating and we have XPath index like this. Clear உங்களுக்கு? So we can see
Yes,
one more
sir.
time. One more time பார்க்கலாம். So it is a complicated one. We can see one more time.
Yes.
Now tell me how we can create the XPath with the index. So this is the XPath. Okay, I have one XPath and it is showing 2 of 2. Okay, it is showing 2 of 2. First thing I need to do, I need to check what are all the elements it is locating. What are the 2 elements locating? One is username,
Username.
2 is password.
Password.
1 is username, 2 is password. So now I need to take the locator for the password. Now tell me how we can take the locator for password.
We have to add round bracket in front of.
Where we need to add the round bracket? Enga round bracket add pannu?
So first of all,
In
we have
front
to
of
put
double
Xpath
slash, sir.
into
Starting to end.
Okay, I'm adding at the front and end. Okay.
Then we have to
See,
put a square bracket and put the index number.
square bracket. Now
One.
tell me, use password. What index I need to pass?
2. Under square bracket 2.
Square bracket 2. Okay. So if I pass 3, 4, 5 or something means
Invalid.
it was 0 of 0 because we have only 2 elements for the locator and we can pass 1. It will locate username. If you pass 2, it will locate password. Clear? Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, right? Guys, LRM clear?
Sir,
Please.
once more. Last.
Yeah, sure. One more time. One question. Okay. Now I'm erasing all the thing again. No problem. We can see one more time. But at the end of the day, please be clear with the topic. Okay. Please be clear with the topic. I can even tell you 10 times. That's not a problem. But be clear with the topic. So here we have one XPath. Now our XPath create pannirukkom. Correcta?
Okay.
So validation of XPath. How we can validate the XPath? How we can validate the XPath?
It need to show 1 of 1.
Guys, you guys are nearly 17 people. Please answer. It should
Now
show.
1 of 2.
Yeah, 1 of 1. But it is showing 1 of,
Now 1 of 2.
which means it's a invalid locator. Next, what we need to do? We need to check what are the elements it is locating. Just press enter. Just press enter. You can see the 2 elements. One is what is the first one?
Username.
Second one?
Password.
First one?
Username
Second one is?
and password.
So far clear, right? What are the 2
Yeah.
elements? Okay.
Yes.
So if I need to change the invalid XPath to valid XPath, I need to pick password. Means I need to use round bracket at the front and end. XPath oda starting new, XPath oda end lume round bracket add pannu. Okay. We have 2 elements. Okay. So picking only one element, first thing we need to add round bracket. Inside the round bracket we are going to put XPath. Clear? Idu varaiku purinjudha ungalku?
Yes, sir.
Okay, la? So now we have 2 elements. Still we have 2 elements. Now tell me, I need to take password. Okay, which means we need to add one more square bracket. So password in which index?
Second index.
Second index. So add the square bracket. Inside that, pass the index of password 2. Now we have validation. Now tell me how we can validate this XPath.
It's 1 of 1.
1 of 1, which means valid XPath.
Validate.
And it is showing only password. Clear, right? Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So guys, please copy this point, XPath by index, and passing invalid locators. These 2 concepts. Please copy this concept.
Copy it.
Everyone copied?
Yes, sir.
Sir?
Jai Shri, actually you are near to the fan, so we are getting noise. Please be mute. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, now tell me.
Sir, we have those tasks, right? Day by day tasks on Selenium on the website.
Yes. I'm
So that
going to show this today.
Sir, the theory questions will be given by you as a PDF.
Sorry?
There are some theory questions also, right, sir?
Yes, we can see the theory questions here. I mean, after completing the class, I will send you the theory questions. Okay, you need to complete the theory questions and we will have a mock session. Okay, I will ask questions how the interviewer will ask and you can see how you are answering. Okay,
Okay.
Okay, sir.
I will send the theory questions.
So you will give the notes on theory questions?
Yes, but not now. Once you are strong in topics, I mean, you should complete the basic topics. After completing the basic topics, I will provide the theory questions, interview questions. Okay?
Sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So just type Selenium course in Chennai. Okay? And scroll down. You can see Selenium certification. Green tech Selenium certification. Click on that. Okay? The page will be open. Scroll down. You have a Selenium test papers. Selenium test papers. So as of now, we have completed day 3, right? So see, in day 1, please avoid this theory question. After completing the task means you can see the theory questions. But this is the day 1 task. This is the day 1 task. Yeah. Please complete the day 1 task and 1 minute. We have a day 2 task. So these tasks are very simple, right? These tasks are very simple. Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
here in day 1, I'm sorry, day 2, try with the question number 1 and question number 10. Try with question number 1 and question number 10. After completing the question number 1 and question number 10, try question number 9. You will see one error. Okay. Tell me what error you are getting. Okay. First try question number 1 and question number 10 in day 2. Please note, day 2 you should try question number 1 and question number 10, and after that you need to try question number 9. If you are facing error, just let me know. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So today we have completed day 3. Okay. Just try with some of
The
the
radio
questions.
button, checkbox and buttons are there.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling. What is possible, you can complete the program and you can send me the screenshots.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Just try. Okay. Just
Okay,
try from your side. What are all the possible things you can do? Just try and send me. Send the successful programs. If you have the invalid, any errors in program, we will discuss in future classes. We have a lot of topics to discuss, so we will cover all the things in the topics. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So guys, as of now, any doubt?
No, sir.
No,
So,
No, sir.
No, sir.
okay, I will send the notes. Okay, once the class is done, I will send the notes. So here, go to the Google, type Selenium course. Go to Google and type Selenium course in Chennai and scroll down. You can see green stick Selenium certification courses. Click here. Scroll down. Selenium test papers. So try day 1, day 2 and day 3. Okay. So every day when we are completing the class, you can try the task for the day, particular day. Clear? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Now tell me guys, everyone copied the program, right? Everyone copied?
Yes, sir.
Okay, everyone copied the notes too. Notes copy பண்ணிட்டீங்களா எல்லாரும்?
Yes.
Okay. So people who are joined late and not copy the notes, I will definitely send the notes to all the people so you can see the note. But as in my perspective, writing is a good practice. நீங்க ரைட் பண்ணா மட்டும்தான் உங்களுக்கு வந்து பிராக்டிஸ் ஆகும். Because இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் எல்லாமே பாத்தீங்கன்னா, if the interviewer is taking interview to you, they will ask you to type this course in notepad. அவங்க Eclipse டைப் பண்ண சொல்ல மாட்டாங்க. They will ask you to type in notepad. So notepad type பண்ணும்போது we should not leave the brackets, semicolons, everything. We should note everything. So writing is the best practice. Okay. Try to always write the notes, and I always send the notes to you in WhatsApp. Please take it as a reference. Any doubt?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay, guys, if you have completed everything, you can leave.
Thank you.
ப்ரோக்ராம்
Sorry,
ப்ரோக்ராமும் சென்ட் பண்ணுவீங்களா சார்?
I will send the sample program, some other sample program. Okay.
Okay, sir. Fine.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. Sir?
Yes, Manjari, tell me.
Sir, I am old student தான் sir. Ibrahim sir நாவலூர் branch old student தான் sir.
Okay.
நான் ஏற்கனவே கிளாஸ் அட்டென்ட் பண்ணியிருந்தேன், பட் செலினியம் கிளாஸ் மட்டும் மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன் சார்.
ஓகே.
அதனால சார் கிட்ட பெர்மிஷன் வாங்கி நியூ பேட்ச்ல இந்த நியூ கிளாஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆனதுனால நான் இந்த செலினியம் கிளாஸ் அட்டென்ட் பண்ணலான்னு சொல்லி ஜாயின் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் சார். நேத்துல இருந்து தான் அட்டென்ட் பண்ணேன், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டே மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன்.